Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward video. The question is, how do you know if a woman actually likes you or is in love with you? She'll show it. You'll see it. You'll know it. It'll be obvious. She'll call you. She'll text you. She'll ask to be with you. She'll ask what you're doing on certain days, on her days off, etc. If a woman goes 3, 4, 5 days without contacting you, she's not that into you. I'm just going to be really blunt, honest with you. She's just not that into you. I don't care if she lives in New York City and you're in San Francisco. If she's not at least sending a text message, she's not into you. I'm going to be really blunt. She's probably dating other guys on top of it. Long time ago in my 20s, I was dating a girl, and it was just past the 6-month mark, maybe 7th, maybe 8th. Everybody around us wanted us to get married. My pastor, her monk, Buddhist monk, her family, her parents, everyone. And I just asked her one night, we were having a really good time, we were laughing, kissing, and she just completely closed, and she's like, "What?" She goes, why don't we wait 6 months? Now, here's the deal. I wasn't saying we have to get married that week or tomorrow or next month. Generally, there's a 1-year engagement. Now, here's the deal. I asked her again because my pastor bugged me so, Michael, you got to make an honest woman out of her. Ask her to marry you. And so it was about 6 months later, I asked her again. And again, she said, "Oh, let's wait 6 more months. I don't think we're ready." Well, this happened a few more times until I was I was hurt. And I said, "You know what?" And I fucking yelled at her. I was like, "When you're ready to get effing married, you can fucking ask me because I'm done fucking asking you." And I was just fucking done. I was a young man, didn't have a father, didn't have an older brother to turn to, but I had this pastor. You gotta keep asking her. I'm like, how many? And, I was done with the pastor too. If someone really loves you and somebody really wants to be with you, they would jump up and fucking down. There's a video of a woman at an NBA basketball game where her husband or fiance asked her, became her fiance, asked her to marry him, and she jumped up and down and she's hugging and kissing. She's just practically hysterically, not practically, she was hysterically happy. That's how you know. It took me years to even figure that out. I looked back on her and was like, man, she wasn't in love with me. It was just, we were young. She just was, she was cheating on me, all that, call it good stuff. She wasn't serious. And one thing I learned is if a woman really likes you, she's going to call you. She's going to text you. She's going to respond. If you text someone and they don't respond to you for, say, 24 hours or more, they're not into you. Now, you might be on her roll call meeting with 5 or 6 or 7 other dudes because she's thinking, I don't really need this guy. I've got other guys I'm dating, blah, blah, blah. And she's not that into you. Think about yourself. When you're really into a girl, you really, really like her and she texts you. Do you wait 24 hours? Do you wait a day? Do you wait 2 days? Do you wait 3 days to text back? Fuck no. You text her back right away, or at least you want to. Here's the deal where I've been at since I was about 31. It was after I broke up with that girl. I remember I didn't date for years. And when I went on my first date, this girl was rude at the dinner. We hadn't even ordered yet. It was a P.F. Chang's restaurant. And I just looked right at her because I was actually not very happy with the female species at that moment in time. And I'm like, "Are you always this rude?" She goes, "Yeah, why?" I'm like, "Well, if you're like that anymore, I'm just going to get up and leave." And she did it again. I just got up and left. And she didn't believe me. She thought I went to the bathroom. And it wasn't until I got home. I was already home. And I didn't live that far away, probably 10 minutes down the highway and another 3 minutes to where I live. My phone rings. She goes, "Where are you? You still in the bathroom?" I'm like, "I'm at home." She goes, "No, you're not." I go, "I'm at fucking home." Here's the deal. I felt so good. It was the weirdest thing in the world. Normally I feel, I don't want them to be mad at me. I did not give a shit. That is a really good place to be where when someone's rude to you, you're like, "I don't give a shit," and you walk. Now, it happened again about a month later. I went on another date, and this girl was being rude and being just weird. And I said, hey, if you're going to act like this, I'm going to get up and leave. And she didn't believe me. Sure enough, I got up and grabbed my coat and walked out. Now, it was the same restaurant. The bathroom is right before the front door, so I had to walk by the bathroom before I turned left to go to the door. And so she calls me about 5 minutes later. She goes, hey, are you still in the bathroom? I'm like, no, I'm driving home right now. She's, no, you're not. And I opened my window and I put the phone out the fucking window. I go, do you believe me now? Here's the really interesting thing that blew me away. I always thought I would feel really, really bad. My self-esteem went up. I felt good about myself. For the first time in my life, I had confidence when it came to dating. Because I was willing to walk. Whereas before, I was taught to be nice, to do this, to do that, to pay for dinner, to just overlook it and all the bullshit. Don't overlook shit. In fact, okay, here's what I started to do. Now, the first girl that I got up and walked away with, I didn't have it set up, but I just luckily did it because I was still hurt from the last relationship, even though it had been a couple of years since I dated. But after that, I thought, you know what? Why am I always, what's the word? I'm going to say it this way, not looking for when they're effing up. I literally made it a point. From this point forward, I'm literally going to wait for her to be rude, disrespectful, to fuck up, to say something stupid that's not right. Just stuff like that. And then I'm going to leave. And I got to tell you something. It changed my demeanor. And I think women picked up on like, oh, he's not trying to be nice to me. Oh, he's watching me. And I did. I was watching like a hawk. I wasn't Mr. Happy. I wasn't Mr. Oh, I totally sold on you. I don't even know you. No, I had this thing like I'm just patiently waiting. And it was like I was waiting for them to do something so I could drop the hammer and walk away. And I got to tell you something, best thing in the world. Now, here's the deal. If a girl was nice and genuine, just a good person, just kind, I wouldn't drop the hammer. It's not like I'm looking to just be mean. Because before it was like women would be so rude to me that I didn't notice it or I didn't have the confidence to call them on it. But because of those 2 dates, something changed in me. It's like I saw it and I could see when they're being rude and I thought, I'm not going to pay for dinner. Someone's being rude to me. Screw this. And I just left. And it felt really, really good. All right. So another thing I started to do, like, well, why am I taking women out to dinner? I mean, I don't owe them anything. So I thought, yeah, let's go get a cup of coffee or a cup of hot chocolate or something like that. And if they balked and say, "Are you joking?" I'm like, well, I just want to get to know you. I don't really know you. Now here's why. Because when you're in a restaurant, like everyone's around, even if it's an empty restaurant, you still got the managers, the waiters, the waitresses, the bartenders, whatever, maybe 1 or 2 other people. You're kind of stuck in an odd situation or uncomfortable. Like, shit, I'm going to have to, like, we're getting an argument. See, you know what I mean? Like, you're with someone you don't really know. You're not sure if you get along yet because you really don't know. So I thought, fuck that. If you go to get hot coffee, back then it was like $2.50 or $3 at most. It was like, this is just cheap. And not only that, but you can just get up and leave. It's not like you're waiting for your food to be delivered. And you're not waiting to pay for dinner either if you've already ate. You're like, oh God, I can't wait till the waitress gets her. Jesus Christ. It's like there's no pressure. It's like I thought, I'd rather get to know someone and find out, like, do we get along or not? Now listen to what I'm saying. Most men don't think about any of this. They just do whatever. Have you ever noticed, like, women, it's almost like they're watching you, waiting for you to make a mistake. Not really make a mistake, but be rude or disrespectful. Or it's like they're looking for a reason to not like you. Well, believe it or not, but that's what women want you to do. Because here's the deal. If you're not looking to be like, yeah, our personalities don't click. Yeah, I don't really like the way she communicates. Yeah, you know what, this isn't going to work for me. If you're not looking for stuff, she's like, oh, this guy will just take anybody, which means she's not valuable to you. Meaning, she's not really that important. You're like, but Mike, I'm treating her really well. Exactly. You're not looking to see who she is as a person. And in a woman's world, that's everything. You're just some desperate dude that'll take anything. That does not make a woman feel special at all. But you know what does is when you call a woman on her shit, and then she apologizes, and she's like, damn, this guy's not just accepting me. He's like, you know, I don't want to say running her through the ringer. In fact, it's not even, you're not doing anything. You're just basically saying, hey, man, if you don't respect me, I'm going to walk. And that's what women are looking for. They're looking for a guy who's picky, who's looking for someone who fits, who's right, someone that he's actually attracted to. So if she's testing you and she's pulling game and doing all this shit to you and you're just like overlooking it, and you do. You may not admit it, but when you get older, you're going to look back and be like, man, that girl was being a total B word to me and I just overlooked it. They don't respect that. What they respect is when you call them on it, and if they do it again, you get up and walk away. By the way, both those girls called me for over a month, begged me to give them another chance. Women don't run into men who are like this. It's very, very rare. Okay, some lady on Facebook, some Asian lady from Singapore, apparently she lives here, but that might be bullshit. She hit me up. I posted on some page, and she goes, oh, well, why do you think that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't know. I was just being funny. I was just being goofy. She goes, oh, wow, you know, and she sends me a personal message, and we chat. Well, she asked me what I do for a living, and I told her, she goes, oh, I don't believe you. And I was like, oh, well, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. Bye. So then she texted me back and she goes, well, you know, what would you suggest? I go, I wouldn't. Bye. So I do therapy, and so she didn't believe that I do this stuff. And so then she goes, well, what do you recommend for me? What do you think's wrong with me? I go, I don't. I go, I'm not, how did I say it? Hold on. I think she sent the message saying, well, what do you recommend for me? And I said, I don't. I'm not interested in doing therapy with you. I go, and I don't even think I recommend, and she said, well, what do you recommend? And I said, I don't recommend anything. Bye. Here we are 2 days later, and she texted me or messaged me on Facebook 3 more times today. So every day she's been texting me 3 to 5 times, and I just delete her messages. In fact, that's what I said. The last thing she said, she goes, well, aren't you going to, recommend someone, or aren't you going to? I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just going to delete your message. I didn't cuss at her. I didn't yell. I didn't, say something. Oh, you're a bitch. I didn't do anything. I just said, bye. I'm not interested. That blows women away because men don't do that. Men are always trying to make women like them. I'm doing the opposite. I'm trying to find out if I like them or not. I'm trying to find out if I like their personality. I'm also watching for, are they being rude? Because here's the deal. She was testing me. She was trying to see if I was some guy she could walk all over by saying, yeah, I don't believe you. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's all she said. I'm like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. Bye. Now, I didn't say that to her, but that's what I said in my head. And verbally, in a sense, I did. I said, yeah, I'm not really interested. Bye. There was no anything. And she's like, oh, shit. Guys don't do that. It is so rare for when a guy first meets a woman that he just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. It shocks the living crap out of them. I don't care who you are. Men rarely do this. The reason why I do it is because women are hitting on me everywhere I go. Literally, I'm not joking. I stay inside a lot now because if I don't respond back, they get mad, they get pissy. I have walls up when I go out. Now, here's the deal. I've got these mental walls out where I don't respond to women when they smile and I look away. I'm letting them know hey man, I'm here to get a fucking burrito. I don't want to talk to you. And that just makes them go even more crazy. Well, here's the thing. I'm not doing that on purpose, but it makes them go more crazy for you. Wow, this guy's not desperate at all. When you're trying to please a woman, especially when you first meet her, when you're trying to make her happy, here's the word, make her like you, that screams desperation. Stop fucking doing that. You're there to go, who the fuck are you? Are you a good person? Do I like you? Do you have a good job? Do you have your shit together? And that's the thing. Ask them, what do you do for a living? Where do you live? Why do you live there? It's the same thing that women do to men. They question the fuck out of you. They're trying to find out what your moral character is. What do you believe in? Do you work hard? Do you have a consistent job? Do you got your shit together? Did you go to college? Now, here's the deal. She asked me a couple questions about my work, and then I asked her, I go, so what do you do? She completely ignored it like I never asked the question. Right then, I was like, we're done. So she asked me a couple more questions and I answered them. And then I said, what do you do? She ignored it again. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm done with her. And then she responded, oh, I don't believe you. That's when I was like, yep, we're done. Now she's been chasing me ever since. Part of the reason why I'm like this is because, number one, women approach me all the time. Number two, I've been hurt a lot. I've been lied to. I've been screwed over. I've been mind fucked, game played, you name it. And the minute I start hearing any of this bullshit, I'm done. And that's what a woman's looking for. A man who can see the game and a man who immediately walks away from it, says, nope, I'm not doing this. Women do not like oblivious men, and women do not like desperate men. If someone's being rude to you, disrespectful, they're not answering a question, and you just overlook it like it didn't happen. They're like, yep, he's desperate. He doesn't have boundaries. He doesn't stand up for himself. He just lets people jerk him around. That's not going to be a good father. That man will never be able to support a child. This is part of boundaries. This is part of self-respect. If you don't have self-respect, women will not respect you at all. So let's wrap it up with, how do you know if a woman likes you? She'll jump up and down when you ask her to marry you. She will buy you flowers. She'll take you out to dinner. She'll cook you dinner. She'll pay for dinner. She will get little knickknacks. She'll get you little gifts. She will do things for you. I'm telling you right now, if a woman does not respond for 2, 3, or 4 fucking days, write her the fuck off. I am fucking telling you, you are nowhere near the top of her fucking list. You're not even in the top fucking 10. She's just using you to pay for dinners, to pay for lunch, to borrow money, to help her pay her rent, to fucking, maybe she happens to be horny in the moment and the guy that she really likes isn't available. Don't be that dude, because it's gonna fucking hurt. Fuck her. If a woman isn't being good to you, leave. Just be like, yeah, if she calls and a week later says, hey, what are you doing? Just say, oh, I'm busy. Just leave it at that. Do not explain yourself. So that same girlfriend I mentioned about my 20s, I'll give you an example, dude. So let's say it was Friday night, and we both had the night off, like, hey, let's go out. She goes, oh, I'm going out with my friends. I'm like, well, I'll go with you. Oh, no, it's girls' night out. I am telling you, unless you've been married for 10 fucking years and had 5 kids, I am fucking telling you, she is not interested in you. You are a ping pong ball or a softball up in her fucking cabinet, up in her fucking closet, and waiting to be played with when she wants to. You are not of value to her. So then a week later, 2 weeks later, she's like, oh, I can't because I'm going out with my friend, my new friend. I go, oh, your new friend. Oh, okay. And then it was her sister's birthday, then her cousin's, then her new cousin that she had never met before. And then it was a new coworker. I'm like, so, and that's when I was like, fuck, I lost my shit. I go, so you got a new coworker and I'm fucking beneath fucking someone you don't even fucking know? I was like, fuck, and I fuck this. So here's the deal. If they're pulling that bullshit on you, let's say they do it once in a year or once in 6 months. Okay. Fine. Any more than that, I'm telling you, you're not in the top 10, which means she doesn't give a fuck about you. Here's the really interesting thing. When a woman does stuff like, okay, this woman a couple days ago, the Asian woman on Facebook, she messaged me and pulled that bullshit on me. It felt so good to be like, no, I'm not interested. Here's the really cool thing. I didn't get mad because I didn't get jerked down the rabbit hole for fucking 5 days or 10 days or some bullshit. I just saw it and said, oh, fuck this. I'm done. Let me tell you something. It feels really good. See, if you don't have confidence, it's because you're not doing this stuff. The confidence comes from walking away from people that jerk you around in any way, shape, or form. Period. End of sentence. The minute you notice it, cut it off. I promise you, you are going to start feeling really good about yourself. And other women will notice it. It becomes, you're not even doing it consciously, just something changes. You just stand a little taller, stand a little bit, whatever, and they notice it. Like, okay, what's going on over here? Why is this guy so confident? So here's the deal. They treat you better. than the way the women did before, because you have something inside that feels a little bit better. So like, oh, okay. And not only that, but here's, okay, I'm going to give you a technique. If a woman pulls some jerky bullshit at me, on me, say over coffee, or even our first conversation, second, third, our first actual dinner date or something, I'll just stare at them. I'll just have an open, expanded awareness of her. And see, this is another thing. You got to learn the internal awareness technique. When you learn this and people pull bullshit, when you do the internal expanded awareness technique, it makes them go, oh shit, because it deadens everything. It's like all eyes are on her without really focus. See, your focus is actually inside you and not on her, which means, oh shit, he's actually watching me, because you're aware. I'm trying to explain it, but you're going to have to learn how to do it. A similar way of saying it is the dead stare. You just stop, you don't move, and you just stare at them. And they'll be like, oh shit, he sees my bullshit. You do that once or twice, and you say, you know what? I think I gotta go. I'm not really feeling very good. I gotta shampoo my hair. Pull that shit on her. If a woman calls you and you're not interested, say, yeah, I can't go out Friday. Oh, why? I gotta shampoo my hair. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. For more tips, tricks, and awesome, click subscribe, click the like button, make a comment, and remember, buy my book, Crack the Female Code, at crackthefemalecode.com or MikeKollin.com. You've got problems? We have solutions. You want to win in dating, relationships, and life? Get a hold of me. If I can help a billionaire save a billionaire company in Canada, I can help you. I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm a certified NLP trainer, certified master practitioner of Ericksonian hypnosis, certified master practitioner of timeline therapy, Reiki, Huna, pranic healing, consciousness work, and a whole lot more, guys. This is not just about dating relationships. This is about life. This is about power, and this is about success. It's time that you enter the winner's circle. Right now, go to my website, MikeKollin.com or crackthefemalecode.com. Buy my book, Crack the Female Code. It will change your life. That's it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.